All right, it's 8:01. I will get started because I have to do a potential call at 8:30, and I want to make sure that we get going with this. If some of you don't know me and you heard a different call about trying to get, like people interested, seeing what we're doing, I'm going to give you a brief um, summary of me and how I got involved with network marketing and what that looks like for me. So my name is Sally D. I'm from Clayton, Alabama. I've been in networking for 5.5 years. I started as an accidental business, and I did not know what I was doing. I met a lot of people. There's a lot of things on social media all the time, and random people, a lot of people often scare a lot of people. So I know how to not do networking, and on the flip side, I know not to do networking. So within the first year, I was able to stay at home with my son. Then we adopted foster care, and this would be my 5th year to stay at home. I was supposed to go back after the first year, but through the last 5.5 years in network marketing, I made between $300,000 to $400,000. And my accountant, I mean, if you want to go talk to him, you can, because a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, network marketing, it's a scam or whatever. It's clearly not, or I would already be like in trouble with the IRS for making that much money. So it is legit, and you can talk to my accountant if you'd like to. But through that, I was able to invest in other things, and I opened up real estate franchises. So I own 2 real estate franchises, and somebody asked me, they were like, why don't you just stop and grow your real estate franchises instead of doing network marketing? And I was like, well, I mean, with real estate, I do help people and I sell their homes and we help buy. But with network marketing, I feel like the Lord has really given me a gift to help encourage people and love on people. And so network marketing is more than just making money at the end of the day. It's about developing yourself, and you become like the 5 people you surround yourself with the most, and the things that you hear in your mind, and the things that you talk about. And those are all things that come out and they affect your family, they affect your marriage, they affect the way you parent. And it's so important to stay around good, positive, like-minded people. And for years, I was a negative Nancy. I talked about negative things. Everything was always wrong. I was always down on myself. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. I wasn't good enough. I didn't know enough people. Everything was negative. And so I did a lot of self-development in the last 5.5 years. And I think the Lord let me overcome that so that I could help other women and men in this industry. When I went, I never thought I would leave Plexus. I love Plexus. I love the people and the products, and I still do. And so this is a company that I left after 5.5 years. And you're probably like, why would you do that? I was still making more than I was making with a master's degree. Okay. So when I clicked that button that you're not going to get paid anymore, it was hard for me. It was very hard for me because that was thousands of dollars my family had depended on for many years. But I knew I had real estate to fall back on now. And so I was able to supplement it with that. And I was like, okay, well, if I don't do well with Q, it'll be fine. I've got, my real estate. So the girl that was the sidelines with me, Brooke, she left. And I thought, why would she leave? She's making like $10,000 a month. Something's wrong. Like, why would she leave? Well, when you look for network marketing companies, there's really 4 things that you need to look for. One needs to be stability and financial security. And this company has that. They've been open for 8 years. 2 years ago, their comp plan changed, and another partner came in and bought them out, and they're able to grow substantially through that. Because to be a good network marketing company, you need a comp plan that'll benefit the company and the ambassadors. The next thing is, when I went with my other company, there were 10,000 at the top of the at convention, and 500 of us at the top of that company. I was one of the ones at the top. Then last year with Q, this past January, there were 800 at convention, and only 30 of us. They flew me out this weekend because I've been in it 2 months. I put my head down and I hit the ground running, and they flew me out to meet everyone, and there were 30 of us at the top of the company. So I was sitting there with a guy. His name is Brandon Stevens. You can look him up on Facebook or whatever. But he had been in network marketing for 10 years, and he had made $10 million. And I was like, okay. And I was like, why are you still doing this? And he said, Holly, I take the money I make from network marketing and I invest it into other businesses. So he owns 9 different businesses right now that provide him hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And he's like, my wife, which is his financial planner, said pour all into it this year and the next, because in the next 2 to 3 years, you're going to make a substantial amount of money with Q, because we are at the level that we're 2 to 3 years out of momentum. See, when I went, I was one of only two, the girl that signed up the day before me, in the state of Alabama with Q. There was nobody from the Southeast, the Carolinas, Georgia, Texas did have some people there, but Mississippi, none of those. Florida, none. And when I was in the line to eat food, and I saw the lady, and she was like, yeah, there was one in April that joined in Alabama, and then all of a sudden you had 150 of y'all that joined in Alabama. And I was still like, 150, that's it in Alabama that are even doing Q? I mean, in the whole state? That's like nobody. So with the comp plan being amazing, the company being like it is, and the innovative products, which is hemp oil, hemp's going to become a multiple billion-dollar industry. So, I mean, it's only going to get bigger and better. You might as well be in a part of something like this, plus the duplication plan. Everybody above me is in the business for 5 or more years, and the duplication plan is simple. And this is what the duplication plan is. So if you're on here and you're listening to me, more than likely you've already joined, and we're going to teach you how to work this business. Now, this is not a get rich quick thing. You will get out of it what you put into it. I'm not promising you any money because I can't do it for you. You have to do it for yourself, and you've got to go and find business partners. And if you don't, you're not going to make any money. And if you do, then you will. That's as simple as it is. But the products work. They're helping people with anxiety, depression, autoimmune disease, gut health, children that are autistic are having some reliefs. If you're not on the Real People page where you can go to the top and type in any kind of ailment or disease and see what other people are using, that's not people we're selling to. That's people already in queue that are ordering from someone. We're just sharing what other people are taking for their families to make them feel better. So that's not a sales page. That's a, hey, what are you using that I might can use for my ailment? You need to be on that page because you can find some stuff to help people. And it is 2020. People are making money from their phones. If I don't have money in different baskets, I'm an idiot. My husband's working, I'm doing my real estate, I'm doing my franchises, but I also want a backup income. What if the economy crashes? What if nobody can afford to buy homes? What's Holly going to do then? I'm not willing to sit back and wait. I'm going to find a different way to have a nest egg and make money. Now, I will tell you, over the last 2 months, if you'd like to see my emails, I made 16,000 plus another 4, which will be coming from this. So 20,000, that's what I'm up to in 8 weeks. If anybody'd like to see it, I'd be glad to show it to you. So when I tell you that you can make as little $100 or as much as 20,000, I've experienced it myself. They flew me out to meet the people. Having said that, I hit the ground running. I did all of these things. I worked late at night and I bust my tail to make that kind of money. Is it easy? No. Is it worth it? Yes. So that's where I'm at. That's my story. And I want to be really real and upfront with you about it, because if I wasn't making money, I wouldn't do it. I have enough to worry about. We're opening on 280 with my office, and I have to fit this in my nooks and crannies of the day and be very strategic on when I work this business, because I have so many other people to take care of with their houses. So this is something you can absolutely do while you have a full-time job. Launch, IQ, smart, launch. Here we go. Y'all ready? The most important things you can bring to your Q business are work ethic, desire, commitment, and the ability to be coachable. Everybody over us is at the very top of the company. Everybody over me makes multiple thousands of dollars a month, and they have consistently. This is your ambassador ID number. You should have got a welcome email, and it should tell you your ambassador ID number, of course, your start date, your password. Your silver leader is me. I went to silver within my first month because I busted my tail, not because I just sat around and hoped somebody would join me. Your VP of sales, the closest one for that is going to be Tara. She would be your VP of sales and Truax, and I can introduce you to her if you'd like to meet her. My tools and opportunity. Okay, these are very vital tools for you. The Q Science back office. You log in. It's your website is whatever your username is, .myqsciences.com. And then you put your username and password right there. If you need to print these documents out, keep them in a binder or screenshot it or whatever, and keep these available for you in your notes section, do that. You should have gotten, after you signed up, 7 steps. And on step 1 is the Q Connect Pro app. username and password. You will have it for that. You can do videos to people and send it to them through text or email, or your team. You can send any kind of information, product ingredients, compensation plan, individual graphics about products, the opportunity for Q, anything from that app. And then the QPay, you should get an email. You should be able to sign up for QPay. You can choose to put it in your checking account, or you can put it on a card that they will mail you. I have a little card. It's right here. And when I called to check my balance, I didn't even realize it was real. I called and listened to it twice because I didn't know how much money I'd actually made, because I put my head down and I was working really hard. And my husband still can't believe it. He's like, you got to be kidding. I'm like, you want to hear it? So it is real money. It works. I scanned it, used it today. So orientation team resources, Q News. This is a big important page on Facebook, Q News, okay? That tells you they will do different lives, different events, a CEO call. You're going to get a weekly newsletter. So make sure you've joined the Q News page, because those are times that they tell you, and anything that's important about the company is on that right there. The financial freedom movement. Now this company, my last company, gave me a Lexus, gave me all these things. I spent a lot of money. I bought me a Louis Vuitton. I spent a lot of money. They focused on lifestyle. Q focuses on financial freedom movement. When you joined Q, you immediately get a free financial coach, and they will help you with what to do and put aside for taxes, how to rearrange your finances to pay off debt. They will help you to look at every single thing, and it's completely free to you, and how to invest. So make sure you can go to ffm@qsciences.com, and you get to do all those things. You have to request a coaching session, and they will tell you what to do, what to bring, so that they can better help you. We do have a team Facebook page. It's called The Movement. That's Tara's page. And then the team training page is the duplication and training page that I have. And I have copied and pasted, and all of our steps are right there in case someone forgets what to send to people. Now, I'm going to talk really seriously about our why for just a minute, and this is very important to me. I'm going to be very vulnerable, because if I'm going to be your leader, you need to know why, and I'm not going to cry, because it's part of my story, and it makes me very thankful for what I have and what is going on in my life now. But when I first started, I just wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I felt like Eli deserved that. He was in foster care, had a hard life. We adopted him. I felt sorry for him. I'd always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. When I got to be a stay-at-home mom, I was like, okay, what's my next goal? Like, why do I want to keep going with network marketing now that I've made it to where I wanted to be? And I was always, my why was a surface, like a material goal or something like that. And what I realized is that my real why, once I peeled back all the layers and I was really honest, was that when I was little, my parents were divorced, and I remember my mother's car being repossessed. I remember having to go to my uncle's house and sit at the table and ask to borrow money so that we didn't lose our house. I remembered my mother being so skinny, and she looked so beautiful, and I wondered why. And it was because she was sending money for me to eat at school, because all she had was crackers, because she was in school full time and worked nights. And I remember thinking, I don't ever want my family to have to worry about money, or be afraid that they can't pay their bills, or have a house, or have a car. And I remember being so scared, because I thought, well, what are we going to do? And I was a kid, and I didn't want to worry. And so my real why is to have a nest egg always, because I don't want my kids, they don't have to be spoiled. They don't have to have everything. But I don't want them to have to worry what they're going to eat, what they're going to sleep, or if they're going to have a way to get to school. And when you start to peel back your layers and you see your real why and why you need to do something different or have a backup plan, then you'll work harder than you've ever worked before, because it's really not about you. It's about the people you love the most, and the things that you want to make sure that you're able to do in life, whether it be big or small, or just to be able to eat. So if you don't have a why, or if yours is superficial or whatever, I encourage you to dig deeper because the only way that it'll keep you going when things are hard and everybody tells you no, or people make fun of you, or they think network marketing is a scam or whatever, you're going to have to keep going because it's bigger than what somebody else says, because people may not understand your journey, and that's okay. You got to be okay with it because it wasn't for them. The Lord didn't call that journey to them. They called it to you, and they may never understand it. I remember my dad making fun of me the very first month after I joined network marketing, and in front of a whole family at a birthday party, he said, that's a scam. Those products don't work. And all that is people are going to take your money and it's a pyramid scheme, yada, yada, yada. And it embarrassed me. And I left and I cried. Like I literally cried. And a month into it, I was like, I can't do this. I was on the phone one night with a girl that signed me up. I'm like, I'm quitting. I can't do this. Like, this is not for me. I'm out. And she's like, Holly, yes, you can. And one thing that I realized is that my actions, my activity, everything that the Lord's called me to do, if I don't do it, then it directly affects somebody else's destiny. And the Lord's called me to do something, and do something amazing and great and wonderful that can help other people, then I need to do it. And this is my calling. This is why I have to help people. This is why I'm supposed to pour into people. This is what fills my cup. When the mamas call me and they're staying at home and they're a nurse and they're crying because they're making more than they were staying at home as a nurse. I don't know if y'all realize this, but in the last 2 months, 80 different bonuses have gone out to people underneath me. 80 different bonuses. That is 80 different families being fed, 80 different bills being paid, 80 different people that didn't have a nest egg, they have it now if something happens to their jobs. So this why is very personal, very important, and it should be what keeps you going when you feel like you can't go anymore, because this is a business. This is not something that I want business partners to sign up for, make a lot of money and quit. This is something that I'm building for long-term longevity, years to come, and I'm excited about it because I've met them at corporate and I see the future. Now, your accountability and your goals, my weekly goals, we have a group and it's a new group, and it makes you go by Friday to Friday to Friday to Friday. So if you're new and you haven't hit a rank, if you hit 3 different ranks, which is builder, pro, and executive this month, you get extra bonuses, which is close to $900 plus an extra bonus on top of that. And anybody you have under you, you get bonuses for them getting bonuses. It's the biggest bonus plan they've laid out ever for Q Sciences. And it's coming off of the biggest 2 months Q Sciences has ever had, and it was during a pandemic. Okay, so some of our shipping is really slow right now. 1, it's because of COVID, and 2, it's because we outgrew the dang company, and we're having to double ship stuff because nobody was expecting it. How great is that? My 1 week team connection call. When you join, your first goal is to get on the call and do something like this with people, a goal call. The next one is find your Fab 5. 5 people that you know, love, and trust. Know, love, and trust you. People you want to do life with. They have integrity. If you're on this call, it's because somebody heard me say, find people with integrity. Find people that love people well. Find people you want to do life and business with, because nobody's going to ask somebody that sucks, that's mean and hateful and nobody likes. They don't want to do business with that person. So somebody saw something in you that's amazing, and be proud of that they reached out to you. Now you go find amazing people to do this with you too. My 1 month team connection call. You need to meet with your leader after your first month again. And you should be talking to your leader every other day or getting on 3-way calls. When you get started, you should be doing 5% of the work and your upline or me doing 95%. All you have to literally say to people is, hey, call them up or send. Don't be copying and pasting no messages and sending them to people. They're going to ignore you. Hey, I joined a network marketing company. That, would you join them? No. If you want to be a business partner with somebody, you pick up the phone and you say, hey, I found something really amazing. We're bringing it to Alabama. We're bringing it to the Southeast. We're bringing it to the 17 different countries we're in. And if y'all have anybody from different countries, I need to know, because if y'all aren't going to do it, I want connections at least from it. Okay. So, hey, we found something amazing. It's only going to grow. Will you talk to Holly, or will you talk to Brooke or somebody and see what you think about it? I think we should do this together. You don't have to know everything there is to know in the world about it, okay? That's for us to do. And as you hear it, you're going to learn it and you're going to be able to pick it up and do it yourself. Now, what do the bonuses look like? Okay, executive, that's 1,500 in volume. Volume comes from ambassadors and their customers. So volume counts for customers too. Elite, bronze, and silver. You can see the bonus structure there. You can see silver. Now I'm silver. I got every single one of those bonuses. Plus I won the incentive last month for the person that added the most, that got the most to elite. And I got extra thousands on top of what I regularly got. So I worked really hard, but I was rewarded really well for it. Convention and stuff, we do have some things coming up, but with COVID, everything's up in the air, so let's don't go over that too much right now. The Fab Five is who I talked about, so go ahead if you want to print that out and write them down. But income producing activities, so this is something like your daily activity would look like. Share Q Sciences with 2 or more people every day. Add 2 new names to your list, and your list is at the bottom of this. You can make you a whole list, and every time you reach out or contact them, make a check mark. That way you know who you reached out to. Follow up with Class A prospects. What are Class A prospects? Those are people that have the influence you have or more. Okay, for instance, I messaged a lady that has 20,000 followers and owns an online Facebook business. I know her, and I reached out to her, but I haven't talked to her in a while. So that's a Class A prospect. She has more influence than I do. She has 20,000 people that follow her and buy from her boutique. I thought she might want to put it in her boutique. I went after it. I have spas that have this in it. I have chiropractor offices. I have gas stations that put this inside. So know that you're not limited to, oh my gosh, I can't find anybody. Poor pitiful me. Quit that mess. Yes, you can. We're not trying to build in your backyard. You can start with your friends and family. We're thinking statewide. We're thinking nationwide. We're thinking 17 countries wide. So if you think that you've reached out to everybody, you hadn't. Okay? Because somebody's going to come back in your backyard and build it and grow this business and make hundreds and thousands of dollars, and it's not going to be you because you think you can't do it. So get over yourself and go for it, because you got a lot of money to be made. All right. Follow up with current customers and ambassadors. That is huge. Casey Gray, that did Advocare for 8 years, is on our team, and she said the most important thing you can do is follow up with your customers and current ambassadors, and whatever they don't like, let's change it around and find something they do like. We do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. Empty bottle, but they can get their money back for the products, okay? The $39.95 is for the one-time fee for your business for the entire year. You get a business for the entire year with that. And then whatever products you want to add on top of that is your choice. Now, to be active and making money, that puts it at 100 PV, okay? So what you can do, if you don't want to spend money every month on your products, you can find 3 customers, and you can earn what's called care and share, and we're talking about that down here, okay? So 3 people, it could be 100 in products, 150 and 50, but they all have to have their auto ships on. To be a preferred customer, it's $10 a year. So, and then they get products at the same price that we do as ambassadors. If they all have at least 300 for 3 people, you get your products, 100 worth, shipped free to you with only tax and shipping. So you literally have $40 in the business and tax and shipping for your products every month, and then you build your team. I mean, I have 2 franchises, and let me tell you what, it takes me thousands to run it every month. Thousands. Office on 280, office in Clanton, plus all the insurances, liability, water, power, rent, all that. It's a lot of money. You're getting this business for a steal, and it's legit, and you can make a lot of money from it. Personal events to build personal momentum. Okay, I had an office meeting at my office where I had people. There was about 8 of us. That went really well. We gained an ambassador from that. I'm going to another place next Thursday and doing one. So have little things in your home, or have things at a restaurant or whatever, and just talk to a few people about it. Have events. Don't be scared to ask people to join you and do something with you. I have literally had the opportunity to talk to a ton of people, and I haven't even been in it long. I don't have to be a doctor. I don't have to be a nurse. I don't have to cure anybody. That's not what we do. We have natural supplements that help people to feel better because the world has crazy chemicals that we're putting in our body every single day. People have major gut health issues. People have major autoimmune disease issues. We have people that have had significant increases in health and wellness because of these products. Don't be afraid to share them. And if they don't just want the products, hey, you never know who's praying and needs more money or needs the business or might lose their job next month because of COVID. You never know. So don't be afraid and don't leave anybody out. The Q rewards points, those are starting at month 2, and it's just you can receive different products at a discount. But you'd have to be in it 2 to 6 months, but you'd be able to read about that and do that. Also, this is just a list for you to make and print, and it's church, school, wedding, sports, parents, siblings, hairstylists, dentists, doctors, everybody. You can make your list and follow up with it. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And our duplication system is on the duplication page. If there's simple messages that you would like to see what some people say, that's fine. They're on there. I would encourage you to pick up the phone or do a voice message and say, hey, I found something really awesome. I think we should talk about it. And just tell your story. Tell how you found it. We're not trying to be impersonal here. We're not trying to be like every other network marketing company. We're trying to be a people business and love people well and help people. And when we do, the Lord will bless our family in return. When you post on social media, don't be salesy. Before you post, say, would somebody want to do that with me? Or would somebody want to buy that from me? Don't post a million graphics. Don't post a million times a day. Do some fun things in your story. Show your kids using the vitamin spray. Show you using the hemp. Be more personal, not a salesman. We don't want salesmen as business partners. We want people that love people well. All right, that is all that I have. If y'all want to hang on just a minute, we're about 3 minutes out. I'm going to start letting other people in that are coming on for our potential call. If you want to hang around and hear my story, I usually do those for 15 minutes. You're welcome to hang around, but it's pretty much what you just heard anyway. So I'm really excited that y'all came. Let me pray y'all out really quick because I really believe in the power of prayer, and I don't believe anybody's on my team without the Lord sending them. So I'm really excited for y'all being here. God, I just thank you for today, Lord, and I thank you for all of your blessings, God. Lord, I thank you for new opportunities, Lord. Maybe that they're outside the box, but they're real and they're here and they're available to help so many people. God, I thank you for those 80 bonuses that went to my family and friends underneath me. Lord, thank you for allowing us to step out on faith, and even though it's scary, God, for letting us take a chance. God, I just thank you for the people on this call. And Lord, I pray for people that need the products or the business in both. God, I pray for people's mindset that they know that they can do this. Lord, I rebuke the enemy off their mindset and letting them know that they can do all things through Christ who strengthens them, Lord. And we thank you for the opportunity. And now we know it's just what will we do with it. God, bless our family and friends. Bless this as we go into the next meeting, God, and give me the words you want me to share with someone. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, guys, I'm going to let these people in the room. It's good to talk to you guys, and I will talk to you shortly. If you need me, message the person that met with you, or if you find somebody that needs to hear about Q, let us know.